Hello, I'm Lothika Pai, Chief Small Business Officer with the City of Chicago, Chicago's Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection. For this episode of Behind the Business License, we are in Little Village. Little Village is known for its diverse restaurants, very colorful murals in an extremely thriving commercial corridor and shopping district that attracts visitors from all over the region. Small business owners play such a vital role in building vibrant communities. Let's learn a little bit more about Little Village's very tight-knit community and its resilient entrepreneurial spirit. Joining me today is Jennifer Aguilar from the Little Village Chamber of Commerce. She's their executive director. And Aldo Rios, the founder and owner of El Churro shop, the wonderful location that we are sitting in today. This series is meant to showcase our neighborhood business development centers in the city of Chicago with the goal that current and future entrepreneurs in the city know about the resources that are offered to them. So let's get to it. Thank you so much, Aldo, for joining us today. Please tell us a little bit more about your business journey. You were brave enough to start a business during the pandemic. And you started with, making churros at home and selling them through social media and through various pop-up markets around the city. So what was your journey to get to a brick and mortar location?
It was really just something that just happened out of nowhere. Like it was just started making churros. People really liked it. The intention was never really to have a store or like to have a churro shop at that, but it was just like time and place. It was during the pandemic. I had plenty of time to spare, so I started thinking about doing something on my own. And then churros, for some reason, popped in my head. I started doing it through Instagram. I had worked up enough courage to start selling it on 26 and St. Louis, which is my corner. I just put a table, put a burner, and a lot of people saw that the process and the way we made churros. That kind of led me to continue this, right? And then starting from pop-ups to like caterings, it led me to the idea of like, let's open up a shop. My wife and I, one day we were coming up and down 26th Street, like we didn't want to go far, but we really didn't have like a coffee shop or something like where we could like sit down and then like just enjoy ourselves and just have a conversation. And then that kind of like snowballed into the store and it kind of manifested itself. We saw an opportunity, we saw something that we really wanted to do for the neighborhood. So we just worked the idea and then it just developed and we have a store, which is really cool to say that like we saw something that we really needed or we thought that we needed it, we didn't bring to the neighborhood and we really wanted to do it in the neighborhood. We are very proud of being from Little Village. We really enjoy being here. We're born and raised here. And it's really awesome to be able to say that we're able to do it here.
Thank you. I love this store. So thank you. So when you think about starting a business, it's always challenging. What city resources helped you along the way?
It was a lot of like just digging and looking for options. It's opening a business isn't the easiest. There's always going to be bumps in the road. There's always going to be something that not prevents you, but something that you have to overcome. And then going through the city resources and reaching out to the chamber, the foundation, all these other different organizations within the neighborhood or just open and just that are around, it helps and facilitates because they know more, right? They know about a process that you don't. And so they're always here to help out and then answer your questions or point you in the right direction or offer any kind of programs that are there for new businesses, for starting, for being from the neighborhood, from being from a certain part of the city. There's all these different programs that you may not know, but reaching out to the chamber, reaching out to all these organizations, helps you out a lot, especially not knowing because there's a lot of programs, there's a lot of programs that are there to help you, and then the best way to know is just ask.
No, that's wonderful. So you are a first-time entrepreneur, correct?
Correct.
You've been a cook for 15 plus years, but this is your first time starting a brick and mortar retail in your own business. So congratulations on that. You're coming up on your 2-year anniversary.
Yes.
So Jennifer, to you, neighborhood business development centers are the city's boots on the ground in the different communities. So how do you work with small business owners and entrepreneurs like Aldo here and helping small businesses really grow, scale. Like, how do you engage with them? How do you work with them?
Yes, when we see a new business pop up, for example, like a Churro shop, we make sure to go and introduce ourselves to the owners and to really have that conversation of all the services that the NBDC offers through the chamber, making sure that they know that we're there as a resource to guide them in whatever it is that they're needing, whether it be access to capital, whether it be helping getting them connected with other entrepreneurs, building a network. There's so many good resources that we can offer our businesses, and also being a cultural specialist really helps us in our neighborhood because we're able to provide those services in Spanish, as well as culturally relevant advice.
That's wonderful. And you've engaged with the El Churro shops from the beginning, right?
Yes, yes. We've been working together for a while now, for the 2 years.
Yeah.
We've had some great success stories. I know that there was a couple grants that came through for small businesses. One was through TikTok, and the other one was through the Blackhawks. And we were able to highlight a Churro shop and nominate them for these grants and let them know, I think you would make a great fit for these grants. There's a great chance that you can get the award. And sure enough, they were able to receive this funding, and that just makes us so happy because it makes us see that the work that we're putting in, the helping hand that we're giving to our small businesses is paying off.
That's wonderful. Small businesses, for me, they power economic growth, right, in the communities that they are. And they also drive innovation. They celebrate cultural diversity, especially here in this corridor. So, Aldo, what are some challenges that you faced as a small business owner? And were there any city resources or community resources that helped you overcome them?
Just figuring it out. There's a lot of unknowns when opening a business. Either working permits, and there's a lot that goes into it. And then having these resources, having the chamber, being able to reach out to them, have an issue, or can you guide me? Can you point me in the right direction? They're always there to help. So being able to have that connection, it really helps out. So there's multiple situations where we had issues and we really needed some help, some guidance, and then being able to reach out and having the chamber and the foundation to be able to help us out is really great to be able to overcome these obstacles,
Yeah, that's wonderful. And then, from your perspective, that small businesses play such a key role in building this vibrant economic corridor here for all of us here in Chicago. So from where you sit, what are some of the best resources that you offer to small business owners?
For us, I think one of the biggest benefits and resources we offer is the network. Just really making sure that we bring in new business owners into our small business community here on our corridor. It opens a lot of doors for them. It helps them almost find even mentors, other collaborators. There's been instances where some businesses collaborate with others to create innovative products or offerings for the community. So I think that's one of the biggest resources, and also referrals, making sure that when there's opportunity for us to refer our small businesses for opportunities for them to showcase their products or offer them at bigger events throughout the city, we make sure that we always reach out to our small business owners and let them know this is the opportunity for you and we're sending it over, and just encouraging them to take these opportunities to grow their brands.
That is so wonderful. So really back to you, Aldo, did you participate in the networking events, and were you able to, just this organic connection to a lot of other small business owners around you nearby? Was that helpful to you when you were starting
It was
your
very
business?
helpful. It was very helpful just having these resources and be able to have these networking events where you get to meet a lot of different people, different business owners, having that connection and relationship with different businesses. Through the chamber really helps out a lot. Just having that connection and the relationship really does help out with just being a business owner and being welcomed and helping each other grow because they care, and everybody has obstacles, and then being able to communicate with them and learn from them, which is also really great.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. There's so much organic learning that can happen when small businesses talk to each other because many of the problems are not unique. A lot of business owners go through very similar challenges. So thank you for organizing events like this. And I'm so grateful that you're participating in them because this is one of the best ways to learn as you're building and growing your business is from your community, is from your neighbors, is from other businesses in the same corridor as you. So that is wonderful to hear. So one of my things, like with the NBDC program, is, they play such a critical role in awareness of all the different resources that the city provides, to local businesses. So Jennifer, in terms of generating awareness about city grants, city programs, how do you do that with small business owners here?
Our community here is very unique. A lot of our business owners are still maybe a little bit old school, if you say, and aren't really, very virtual. So we make sure to walk the corridor very often. We like to do it at least 3 times a month, making sure we have flyers of all the NBDC resources, any webinars or events that BACP is holding, as well as our own offerings, and just hand out paper copies of flyers to store owners and just really explain to them what these resources are about and how they would benefit them. And that's how we are able to get a crowd to attend our events and to really take advantage of the resources, is having that one-on-one connection face-to-face.
I love that. Grassroots engagement, knocking
Yes.
on doors. There is no substitute for that.
Exactly.
Yes, so thank you for doing it and, engaging with all the businesses in your community. So Aldo, kind of wrapping this up, what does having a City of Chicago business license mean to you?
Having an opportunity, being able to actually do something in the neighborhood, be able to do something that you never thought was able to happen, not having the idea that this is possible, or being able to have that license is the opportunity of like showcasing what I could do, and also the neighborhood, allowing other people to try what we're doing, show the neighborhood more to the rest of the city, being able to bring people from different parts of the city that maybe never came to the village, being able to show that we have a lot of wonderful things in this neighborhood, and being able to do my part at least is really awesome, and it's really heartwarming that I'm able to share it with people, and having that license is my opportunity, my vessel to be able to do this, right? And then we are really welcoming, it's a really awesome neighborhood, and we really want to showcase it and really show the rest of the city what we're doing here, and having that business is like the way that allows me to do that.
That's wonderful. And you're also creating economic opportunity for others in your community.
Being able to employ people from the neighborhood as well, like showing being able to open in the neighborhood, and then also hiring people from the neighborhood is also like really cool because you get to show them something that they never done, and they're always willing to learn. They're always people from the neighborhood. They're always able to walk here, and being able to kind of like put something forward is really awesome.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. So Jennifer, from your perspective, how does helping an individual get a City of Chicago business license really impact your community here?
It's such a great impact, like Aldo's story is a great example that he started, as a street vendor and then as a caterer and then moved up to be a business owner because of having his business license. And now this is a staple in the community. There was not a place like this before, not a place where the community could come and sit and have coffee and have conversations. So that in itself has created a ripple effect. It has brought a different kind of perspective for the community. Now young people have a place to hang out, to spend their time, to do homework. So it just has every business license that happens here in our corridor causes a ripple effect of improving the community, growing it, and inviting other people to come see what the businesses are up to.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Aldo, Jennifer, for sharing your insights, all the information that you've provided us. We're very appreciative. Thank you so much for your time today on Behind the Business License. Small business owners are the anchors and the soul of the American economy. They connect communities, they drive innovation, they really promote economic opportunity in the communities that they're there, and they drive cultural diversity as well. And as conscious consumers, we should be supporting local businesses by buying local. As always, you can get more information on our website at www.chicago.gov/BACP and by watching this episode on YouTube at youtube.com/ChicagoBACP. Our guests on Behind the Business License will always have valuable information to share, so please join us the next time on Behind the Business License. Thank you.